This is a hard one. I had a pretty good time on the date, but when he went to kiss me, it reminded me of this time that I was kissed by the person that I cannot seem to get over in 5 years.
Chad.
And this person, when he first kissed me, he walked towards me and cupped my face in his hands and kissed me. And it was like a movie, you know, that moment where it was just so glorious and both of you want it so bad. And so tonight when that happened, it was nice. It was nice that he wanted to kiss me, and I definitely wanted to kiss him. I mean, I'm attracted to him, which is rare, which is nice. I'm fine with that. But at the back of my mind, I just remembered that time when I fell in love with someone else.
So here she is. I mean, we have a term for this, guys. It is called alpha widow, right? This chick is a classic alpha widow. She just cannot forget about the Chad that she had in her life that obviously is no longer in her life, right? Because Chad is never meant to stay, is he? These Chads don't stick around. Why? Because they have their pick of women, right? They have lots of women. These guys are usually in the top 10, maybe top 20% of dudes out there. High value guys, might be tall, might be jacked, 6-figure income, the whole shebang. The type of guy that all of these ladies are clamoring for. And I'm not even kidding when I say that. I mean, if you look at the stats on some of these dating apps, you see that close to 90% of women on dating apps are all trying to get the same 10% of dudes at the top. She is no different. And these guys obviously know they don't need to stick around, right? They don't need to stick around. So here she is. You can even see the look in her face. She's still dreaming about that one dude. That one dude who was out of her league, because these guys always are. They're out of their league. And these guys never put in, they always do the bare minimum, right? Which is really just come over for sex, right? They'll come over for sex. They won't put in any effort into the relationship, but that is what makes these women chase them, is they don't validate them, right? And this just goes back to a very old school pickup trick that I've been teaching since the mystery method days. Even mystery taught this stuff, right? Even Tyler taught this stuff. Owen from Arts D. Whatever happened to that? Anyway, so, and that lesson is that women will chase validation and abandonment to no end, right? They will chase validation and abandonment to no end, right? I have women, I've often said, I have women that I've gained from the 90s. The 90s still hitting me up. These women are married off. They're in relationships. And it's like, why are you still messaging me, man? Stop. This is not fair to the dude that you're with. And no, I'm never coming back. And no, I'm never going to change my mind. I'm happy where I am. Just move on with your life, right? But she has that look on her face. She's a classic alpha widow. Will she ever feel this way for the beta Brad? Absolutely not, right? This is why I say damage women, and I hate to say it, she looks like a nice woman, nice girl otherwise, other than the fact she's, kind of playing this dude dirty that she's dating. She looks like a nice person. I don't know her, but I'm just assuming. However, she's damaged, right? She's DG. Okay? She's damaged goods. You know how else I know? These tats, right? Hey, if you got tats, that's fine, whatever. That's your choice. But when it comes to women having tats, I just go by the statistics, and I go by my own experience with women that I've met with tats. They are usually just damage by default. And they tend to be antisocial and sexually promiscuous, right? Those two things. Antisocial and sexually promiscuous. I'm not talking about the girls like who back in the day used to get the tramp stamp or has like a little flower or something on her ankle or something like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about chicks who get the sleeve tattoos, the knuckle tattoos, which she had, by the way. She has, I don't know if you saw it, you caught it, but she's got sleeve tattoos and she's got the knuckle tattoos and she's got this bull ring through her nose. I mean, come on, man, what are you, a rhinoceros? So yeah, she's she's fitting the bill right now of somebody who's the classic DG, and I'm just not surprised by her behavior here. She met a guy that she's attracted to, right? The Chad is not even in her life anymore, and here she is going on a date with a new guy, and she's thinking about the old guy. This is what damaged women do. They go on a date with the new guy, and they think about the old guy. All right, I just don't want to see you guys in this position. This is why we do these coaching videos, right? I want to make sure you're aware of what's out there. Let's continue.
And it just kind of dirties the feelings that I could have.
You could say that again.
Because I'm stuck on that old person.
He's not coming back. Yeah, if I was this chick's friend, I would tell her what I tell to other females who've messaged me. You are not going to meet your new boyfriend while you're standing in front of your ex-boyfriend's house. Make sense? You won't meet your new boyfriend if you're still standing in front of your ex-boyfriend's house.
I hate that.
You know, you're doing it. What do you mean you hate that? And it's really too bad because she's just never going to move. I mean, really, she's moving on physically, but she's not moving on mentally, right? And the thing that you always need to do, male or female, whenever you go through a breakup or, you know, you lost somebody or you got dumped, is you need to move on mentally first before you move on physically. Okay, you need to move on mentally first, because if you move on just physically, you're going to stay in this purgatory of pain, right? And you might have been in these situations where you got dumped by an ex-girlfriend. It was a harsh breakup, you know, and she just, you know, she left you devastated. You didn't see it coming. Then all of a sudden your friends are dragging you out to the club. Like, oh man, come on, we got to bring you to the club, man. And then you go to the club and you're super depressed, right? Because now you're getting dissed and rejected by women who aren't even half as good looking as the girl who just dumped you, right? It's just, you're depressed because you're trying to move on physically, but you haven't moved on mentally, you know. Or if you try to jump in bed with some other chick after your breakup, you're just not there yet, right? You have to move on mentally first, right? And this is what I teach students who come to me, because most of the guys that come into my programs or come into my boot camps are guys who just got burned from a relationship, right? And they're trying to pick up the pieces, or they don't want it to happen again. And I always try to help these guys to move on mentally first and then physically, right? You have to move on mentally first. She hasn't done that, right? And of course, her girlfriends probably are not helping. They're probably, you know, lying to her as well, as women do to each other. They just don't tell each other the truth. But I would tell her, like, hey, you got to move on from this guy mentally, then you move on physically, right? Stop going on these dates with these dudes that you're meeting on the dating apps. You're just going to be miserable. You're just going to be coming home like this, you know, like confused and depressed, and, you know, who knows? She looks like she might do drugs too. I'm just assuming. I don't know. But regardless, let's go on to the next clip, shall we? Okay.
Women in their 50s, this generation of 50-year-olds,
yeah, I really wish that these women, we were just talking about women lying to each other. I mean, yeah, you guys need to stop scamming each other. Just, you got to really stop conning each other, because this is not helping, right? You're not helping each other. You're just keeping each other in a delusion, right? Why? All because you're not strong enough to face the truth. As much as these these modern women claim to be so strong and confident and full of power. They're so fragile and weak and insecure. They can't even just face the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. Because if you tell them the truth, they will attack you. They will shame you. They will try to cancel you. I mean, that's the world we're living in, right? Very, very sad.
I need a 4-letter word for disappointment.
Eric.
It fits.
Yeah, and I mean, dating in your 50s is it's just not fun if you're female, right? It's great if you're a dude, right? If you're a guy, you've got money, you've got your own house, you got the cars that you've always wanted, and you have younger women hitting you up. You have women from just different, like the younger generation and the older generation hitting you up. You have the best of both worlds in your 50s. And this is why they say, that men get happier as they age and women get more depressed as they age. Right? Because you're not supposed to still be dating as a female in your 50s. You're just not. Okay? You ladies, I know you don't like to hear the truth. It's a bitter pill to swallow. And you want to shoot the messenger over here, shoot the innocent PUA, but I'm just being real with you. I'm just being honest. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But regardless, drop your comments below, gentlemen. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, please drop them in the comments below. As always, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out. Don't forget to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, smash that notification bell for me as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and everything I'm teaching you here, don't forget to jump into 7 months to mastery. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It's just $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me. So take advantage of it. All you need to do is click the link below and it will take you to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.